You Slug Biker and Rixie. Twitch is wrong. I would prefer the Lex Luthor wrong there. But to each their own. He isn't live streaming, he's undead streaming. Oh. Big feels from Gnadge and his credit card bills. Got a new car and the AT-AT within 2 weeks of each other. Now I can't buy very many parts. Okay, I got a layer of this. It's not enough for... Oh, this is gonna... Huh. This gets open, I see. So the roof is going to be its own thing, which is good. This is part of the next floor, but this corner, honestly, should extend out. This side should extend out. That should be a 1x2. I should do 2 by 1x2s there. I think. Have I played Dimensions? Yes, I finished Dimensions. I even did Dimensions play over on YouTube. I published it, so you can see my Dimensions gameplay. Why doesn't this just go through? Just straight through. Oh, because it would be halved. That's not going to work. So it would have to go all the way through. And that would be more obvious. I don't want it to be too obvious. Okay, so the white is going to be good. Gosh, it's just this one little bit right here. Oh, which is going to be covered by roof, so never mind. I don't need to worry about it. That can be part of the roof. Yeah, that can be part of the roof. Lurk for the kids. Do it for the kids. Need some help with Dimensions. Want to build a Spaceballs inspired portal gate. Any ideas? Oh, other than tan color as a base. Oh. I gotta reflect that question over to chat, because I don't have extra creative bandwidth right now. If I do redirect some creative bandwidth over to your situation, then I'll lose it here, and then I won't be working on the city. So respectfully, I must ask that chat help aces and eights that question. Now my 1x2 will work. This is better. Haven't seen Spaceballs. Why not? Why are you not watching it right now? Seriously, fix that. I appreciate the understanding. I truly do. Okay, so that's the most important stuff for the base of this level. Spaceballs is free to watch on YouTube right now? Oh, I haven't seen it in a long time. Gosh, I've not seen it in probably 20 years. If not more. This can just be built up for a little. Let's see how this is looking. Yeah, well, you should. This is objectively correct. This is looking cool. I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel it. Oh, that's interesting. This ends up not being connected here. I mean, the top will hold it on, but eventually there will be a frame crossing this space, and then that can be tied across. Once I have the door in place. I might just cheat that in right now. And this could have integrated that, but I'd rather it not. I'd rather it not. Aaron, you take off for the night? Right on. Thank you for stopping in while you could. Best of wishes to you. Hope all is well and you have a good evening. Wife and I this weekend are free from work, so we can put up a Christmas tree and build all five winter sets you have. Got her at the Elf Clubhouse with 25% discount. Yeah, Waffle House. Waffle House. Waffle House. Waffle House. Waffle House is best house. All right, so I was gonna throw a little connector across down here because I can. Now you want to go to Waffle House at 3 a.m. specifically. I've got 1x2s here, really? It's too easy. Oh, it's a 1x3, never mind. I've got 1x2 across, which means that both of these can be turned into 1x4s, which is going to simplify things also. I'm just going to put a little cross member right there just to hold this and that. Should I put it here? Yeah, I should. Be a tensioned member. Ha! Much better, much better. Would be even better still if I could get a little cross in there. Double it up like that. That does work better. And then put 3s in here. And a couple 4s across the top. attention is a wonderfully powerful tool. I built 3 Dimensions portal mocks and found on Rebrickable, Back to the Future, Fantastic Beasts, and the Mystery Dimension. Best place to go during a natural disaster is Waffle House. They're always open and have great food. But don't they have a lot of windows typically? So depending upon the natural disaster, it might not be the best place to go. Never had waffles from Waffle House. Oh wow, always get pork chops and hash browns. Oh, you got to try the waffles just to have tried them. It's like saying you've never had pancakes from IHOP. It's a bucket list thing. You have to do it at some point. I cannot hate on you for eating other stuff from there, but still, go to IHOP for waffles. Never had their pancakes. Really? You've never had IHOP pancakes? Huh. Okay, so the good news is that IHOP does have very good waffles. They have better waffles than many places. Better tasting, because they got, I don't know what is it they do. They get a little bit of that malt flavor in there somehow. Whatever the flavoring is that they use, it's good. IHOP makes some of the basically better tasting waffles that one can get. Unless you're looking for high concept waffles, like they are basic American, sweet, but not too sweet by themselves, but sweet. Slightly heavy, kind of, slightly decadent, even without any toppings. And I don't mind it one bit. Best place during a storm is far from it. Sat out a hurricane in a Waffle House. Didn't have anywhere else to go. Yikes. Always get the Philly at IHOP. See, what I usually get at IHOP is or used to usually get, was, these days I've tried to switch it up a little bit, but I was always getting the big steak omelet from IHOP. Always. Like for years, that was, if we had IHOP, that's what I had. Big steak omelet, just automatically. Local place called Flapjacks. You usually hit for pancakes or for flapjacks. They have Reese's pancakes with melted peanut butter. Okay. Not mad at that. When I have like just plain Eggos at home, toss them in the toaster, take it out, put some GIF on it. Big steak omelet for the chin. For the chin. Make waffles with some vanilla extract and not much sugar. Okay. Chocolate chip pancake kind of guy. Okay. Denny's. I haven't had Denny's in forever. I haven't had Denny's since college, I want to say. Nah, maybe like once. Once since college. It's been a long time. Small town Atlantic Canada does not have any of the eating places that are popular in the U.S. IHOP, Waffle House, Arby's, and others. Have lots of Tim Hortons, though. Okay. There are only Tim Hortons. Now you guys got me wanting... words. Something's not right there. Something my local diner, to hit up my local diner for their SOS, which is to die for.
making pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancake.
Thank you, Mbinda. That is correct. In the UK, we don't chat about food places casually. Huh.
Regrets.
Interesting. But you have no regrets about it. Okay. Interesting. Well, that's what you have Twitch for. All right. Need to take a look at this thing. Gosh, it looks kind of boring from around that side, doesn't it? It desperately needs something along this corner. I mean, I do plan to put security cameras at this corner down here, facing both ways. So that'll help. And it'll also help a lot once there's detail on the inside, because that's really hurting. The bottom level needs to be pretty plain, unfortunately. But maybe I can get some kind of depth in here. I can just indent this area, or I can use doors with just white door frames with just white inserts in them. Maybe. I think it'll be enough to have interior detail up here, but this edge and this area here are not good enough. Never regrets. Interesting. But I do need to decide if I'm going to put the prison segment up here. Which I think is a fine idea. But the question is how to make that look decent. I'm gonna try a few things and get some different windows. Gonna pick up some IHOP. Wow. Kermis fan, hello. Worked at a Timmy's routine. Most Canadian children do. The coffee ain't great. All right. Must be a donut shop. Nope. Not falling into that. I don't need to do that. Helipad, yes. Just add a transporter pad and beam your prisoners to Moon and Mars. I wonder if there's a way I can kind of fake this. Oh, that's an old frame there. Wow, that needs to be replaced. Does not look good. So if these were up higher, or if they're in the middle, it's acceptable. It's acceptable, but not great. Kind of wanted that consistency all the way up on that side. That was kind of part of the main plan there. No donuts, just Danishes. Because Lego. Whole city have a realistic vibe? Yes, that is the intent. That is the intent, for it to be semi-realistic. Kind of inspired by Lego's own semi-realistic looks for their town stuff and city stuff through the years, you know? Yeah, it just feels too right to continue those same windows up. I can't see not doing that on the front. Now the sides and the back, all that can be different for sure. But the front, I mean, I could fake it. I could put something behind there. I'm just thinking in terms of security. You know, you don't want to have big windows open. Frost the windows for the bathrooms. Yeah. So I kind of need to think about if this is indeed going to be the jail level, which I think I do need to have that much space. So this can actually be laid out completely differently. Brain read it as Land of the Geese. Just notice the flag. Yeah, one capture the flag. And Pink Cone wearing the helmet. Yep. Yes, I think think processing is going to be over here. Which means this is going to then open up. Cells will be on the sides. There's going to be a hall down the middle of this, and cells will be on the sides. Medieval dungeon on the floor. Friends Main Street, yeah, is good. One of the better sets of the year. How much interior detail for each floor? Full. The tan section is just that one floor that hangs out. That's it. That is as far as it goes. All right. I gotta figure this out. Sides I'm not worried about. Sides are gonna work just fine. Trains! Immediately I think of police train. How can I get more police trains to this station? Oh, okay, that's another thing I could do. That would be different. Random waddles, okay. Like this in our country, mostly 70s architects, but also some from 2010 to 15 now. Window frames on jumpers, I have considered that. I don't need that. See, everybody gets gets influenced by the modular building style, which is classic. You know, it's an old style. It's 20s to now as late as 40s, but with retro inspirations for those days. So you get a ton of details. You know, you get all the little, like, everything is in and out and in and out and change color and change color and change color and ornate. And my city is not from that world, you know? It's not from that world. It's not from that era. And the downtown space especially is not from that architectural movement at all, or any of those architectural movements. Looks like a combo of your local police and sheriff stations, along with the county library. I think I could do something else at the top. But I'm not worried. I'm not worried about the front fascia right now. I'm just trying to think about what to do with these windows, because there need to be jails up here, and I don't want to have prisoners who escape. You know, if somebody escapes while the door is open, or attempts an escape while the door is open, I don't want them to be able to get to a window, a full window. Near future, police are still mean. They are not. Nope. They've all been swapped out. Seen a mock builder building a city is full western with steam trains. Nice. That requires commitment. There's a lot of good stuff you can do there. I'm literally just thinking of, like, pathing and where the interior walls will be up here. That's literally it, because I've got this is the front over on this side. Then towards the back is where the elevator shaft is. So people come out the elevator right here. This is the elevator doors go right here. So they walk out. Then what? What is going to be where here? So I can't have jail cells along this space here unless I really hide it. And I don't want prisoners anyway to be up against the walls or up against the window at all. Even, you know, the most low end of offenders. So I'm thinking, like, you come in here, is there processing along this side, or is there processing just here and then it's cut off? Because my plan was to have processing over in this area. So you come out, you hang a left immediately, processing in this area, storage and stuff, and then have access control right here with a door into a hallway, and then you have cells on either side. But then the question becomes, okay, the hallway goes right down the middle. It's narrow, goes right down the middle. Then what? What happens down here? How could anyone be mean working in a place with so much natural light? Jail center office has single person cells and also group cells. Yep, I'm going to have the same. I want to have two what do you call those? What do you call the holding cells where you just dump multiple people in there? There's a community? No. There's a name for that, but there are going to be two of those on one side and then single person cells on the other. Gen pop? This is just holding. These are just holding cells. at a police station. It's not prison. Although this is going to have the single person cells that kind of act like prison, which is kind of weird. Am I set on having actual windows at the front? I am pretty much set on that because that looks just too right to me for the verticality. This forms lines that point upward towards the sky that make it feel taller. General holding. So a person who was arrested in cuffs ran away from the sheriff while he was taking them out of the car. Faceplant they did when Days was glorious. Wouldn't look right with the windows, and then there's a layer of bars behind the windows. A fair consideration and question, and I do not think that would look right because ultimately this is on the main strip, you know. This is on Main Street, unless I get around to blowing all that out and putting trains all through there, which is still, oh God, such a strong possibility. Moving everything back by 2 base plates. The answer is always more trains. Makes me weak to think of it. Crime rate in Ninjago City must be fairly low. Yes. Yeah. People are generally pretty respectful of one another and the environment and such in my city. Just on a natural basis, you know. New train city, I'm not against it. All right, so I can definitely start building out the sides. Temporary holding cell or general holding cell, thank you. A lot of plastic on the ground. I think I can start building out the walls, at least the side walls. What about the white guys? Yeah, they still exist. Haven't really done anything with them though, have I? I have no plans to give up on them, but I haven't done anything with them though. Obviously. It's my bad. Another thing that's on the infinite to-do list. More Planetary Defense Force base. A 3 and a 2? Not yet. 3 and a 4. Or a 4. 4 or 3 that would be better right there. Do this the next layer up. Could a jail cell just have windows with no bars? I also don't want people, whether it's holding cell or you know, longer term prison cell, I don't want incarcerated people to be visible from Main Street. I don't want them to be able to walk up, you know, because they're in prison for a reason, so they're more likely to do stupid stuff that is that would be a public nuisance. Gotta keep them away from that. Keep them away from the public in all ways. So I just have to figure out a way to make that make sense, and how it gets blocked off. And make sure I don't waste too much space in the process. Man, I'm always so low on 1x3s and I need them. Raj Vlog, how's it going? Just imagine cells in the basement? I had not thought of that. I like that idea. I appreciate you throwing that at me. I don't think that's something that I will do, but the idea of down being a valid direction, you know, below the table being a valid direction is a good one. Police station here has reflective window tinting so people can't see in, but can see out. Has to be very reflective. Schools have it too. Below the table, Supermax. Cells in the basement is where my hometown cells were. They flooded in hard rain. That sucks. Can't stay long. Definitely want to stop by and see what's up. Appreciate you stopping in. I'm just working on the very last level, just for a structure, the very last level of this thing. So this is roughly where it's going, where and how it's going for now, you know. Kinda boring up here. These cells are only temporary for 4 to 8 hours and they get moved to better holding. Yep. Just a small holding cell. Just I really like the idea still of having something more than just the basic holding cell. I mean that is an option. I could just do general holding, like 2 fairly small general holding cells that realistically physically could hold, let's say, 3 figures each. And, you know, in universe, you would think it would be more like, you know, 5 people each or something like that. Like the taller garage doors, the more you look at them. What? Yeah, I could do that. And that just brings me to the question, which floor would have that? It would be either this one or this. One of these two. There's more room. There's more room on this level to make it work in the middle or something. And it could have interrogation next to it. Yeah, police stations usually don't have jails unless it's a small town, like a really small town, but usually police stations don't have jails built in. Certainly they don't have prisons built in. They don't have any long-term holding. But I'm not going to build a separate jail is the thing. So this has to accommodate all of that. Yeah, it would take up too much space here. So to make it work here, no, I'm gonna stick with my plan. I'm gonna stick with my plan for now. I do not desire to change the plan. I need to get some 1x3s though, which requires some hunting because they're always at the bottom. Anything planned for what goes over this? Comms, telecom, satcom, radio, antennas and such, so that I can have room for rotor clearance on the helipad, which just goes up here. Dad used to donate our comics to the local jail, which was an actual red brick building with no insulation, bars on the windows, 15-minute walk from our house. Wait in the car when he gave the comics away. Right on. Big up to dads. And the white collection, UV treated, yep. On a semi-regular basis. There's still some variation, and I haven't done the whole collection in a while, but they do all get thrown in from time to time. The white has to stop. The white has to stop. It's too much. It's too much. It's funny, philosophically, you think, well, you need to not force yourself to try to do creative stuff, right? Like the best thing to do from a creative process perspective when you get stuck is to loosen up your mind by doing something else. Just stop, just take a little break, do something else for a little while, and come back to it. I don't really have time to do that. That's the reason that I'm pushing through with doing the exterior first, so that I don't get bogged down while the work on the interior details. That should be a 3. Even though so many of these pieces are going to have to be removed in order to make the interior work. You know, removed and replaced. This is still, I'm pretty confident this is the faster way to build this. To design and build it, you know, simultaneously. Speed is of the essence. Ah! Meekseed? Is that how it's pronounced? Hello? It's time for me to think a little bit about... oh, I should put those little sides in as well. But I need to think about the side windows. Such as they will be. Stuff is a bit yellow. Classic pizzeria set. Rebuilt. Oh, rebuild was a challenge without UVing. Towers. I can see us train station. We want to be there with that view. Because they could see free people. Red liberal system. Oh, wow. Jumped in a little late. It's all good. Plan for the place under the light tan? You mean in here? This is just empty space. It's just a cantilevered area. There's nothing going here. I mean, this or something like it might be added just for visual interest, but nothing is going in here. This space is not to be used for anything. Unless I decide to change that at some point in the future. Not even a giant pretzel. It's one of the few things I would consider putting there. Get the inserts for the front windows. Oh, do I have them here? No. Although, for a little extra visual interest, for a little extra credit, I could consider using some stickers. Okay. Bottles. This will look super cool in the end. I appreciate it. First to get your name. I got your name right. I'll take it. I'll take it as a win for Left Mantis. Afraid I was going to change the idea of the cantilever? No, no. I've had dozens of people encourage me to change the idea of the cantilevered area. I have no interest in doing that. Top doesn't work for me. Pay no attention to these errors. Well, it actually kind of looks nice at the base. It kind of works. General tab, hello? That kind of works.
Pay no attention to these hypocrites.
I kind of like that though.
Good.
I don't know. Definitely would not want to do it in all three places though.
I will upvote that.
No, that's too much. That's definitely too much. But just putting it at the base was kind of nice. Star Mantis. Oh. Star Wars. Star Mantis. Yes, this bottom level needs it. Yeah, I might just swap them out to the left here. This is good. This is good. This will add a little bit of variability to the design. Separates here. Last Formula One race. I'm pretty tired of Formula One management, to be honest with you. Pretty flippin' tired of them. They are clearly very strongly biased, and that is garbage. It's one of those clear-cut, all the refs are paid, you know, by one team sort of situations. And I am very tired of Max being allowed to get away with the racing equivalent of murder repeatedly. So that was what I was looking for right there. And does that help? Yeah. I like that. You know, it just breaks it up a little bit. Might consider swapping these eventually, but I just added these here for whatever reason. Final race, finish it, move on to new regs. Yeah, new regs hopefully will change everything again. Hopefully. I do have a bunch of stickers I've not looked at in a minute. Okay, I've got more. I have more of these stickers available, but I don't feel the need to use them right now. My link. Thank you. The gift sub over to Machiard. Thank you very much. Car go fast, America, car turn left, rest of the world, car turn left and right. The championship ended with a FIA disqualification. And the championship being over would have been unfair. Yeah. Schumi got away with it twice. Hill and Villeneuve, yes. Just sharing love, thank you. Everybody appreciates it. Everybody feels it too. Every time I see the mantis thing, I think of those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA. I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news, we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news, we got much better tests for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Cave Johnson, not familiar with it. Not familiar with it. I think this is Max's worst weekend of the year coming up. This final one coming up. Because of that long straight. It's okay. He can just weave back and forth like a lot. He won't get penalized for it. He can just do this every time on the straight. Every single time. And if Hamilton manages to get outside of him, he can just drive him